Not dead yet. Oh, progress. I've identified this cable. The stuff that's almost like somewhat undersized 3-phase power cable, except even less copper than that. Apparently, from what I've heard from someone on the radio, there is a place you can find 0.75mm 3-phase power armoured cable. Control lines for some industrial equipment. Not power, control. That's why this cable is so dinky. Because it's made for control signals. Well, my guess is that when this garage was built, someone had that left over from a previous job. Is now going into the correct type of gland. I checked and the cable armour is not earthed. Another corner cut by the installers. Instead they've used one of the power conductors inside against the colour scheme as a protective earth carrier. Why? Maybe they were too cheap to buy the proper glands. Well, I can earth the shield from this end at least. It's still not what I'd like, but it's the best I'm going to get. Proper breakers. Apparently this cable is good for 6 amps. Yeah, 6 huge amps. So, 1 amp, 5 amp lighting power. Yeah, the more I do, the less I like that cable. So yes, we will never ever have an electric car charger in here. That then goes into this conduit up here. This is actually not a proper conduit closure, but it just happens that it's about the right diameter. There's no junction inside here, it's just 2 cables come in and go out in one conduit. Grey one goes to the ceiling sockets, ugly as they are. The other one goes to this wall socket, which looks a little bit better. And from the wall socket, it goes to the grotty exterior socket. I might need to check the waterproof on that one. I mean, it should be good. It's properly rated, and someone's put the sealant around the back. I'll probably open to check that. The lighting conduit goes to the junction box from here up here. Light switch, light, cable up the top, goes out to the exterior daylight sensor, which is properly rated. I'm getting this all good. This cable going across is switched power by that daylight sensor. Junction box here where it will be split off because it got to power 2 sets of lights. The flex up there goes all the way out the front. Ignore the dangling wires, those are leftovers from solar experiments. And through this nicely installed hole in the wall. Actually, it's just where the frame's not fitting and it's all rotted and warped. That is the cable for the exterior garden lighting, which is currently not hooked up. Unfortunately, the external light was a 300 watt halogen, and that would have tripped the new 1 amp breaker, so that has to get replaced. There's the external. Where's the wire for that one go? Oh great, another wire. The more I see, the more work I have to do. And I've replaced the 300 watt halogen with this little LED light. Yeah, found these on Amazon. Very nice light according to all reviews. But all reviews also say it comes with a really tiny cable. They are correct. That is all the cable you get with it, which is why it has to have its own junction box. There's a little stub in there just to seal it up, because I intend to eventually put a cable in going along here to a second light. The reason is simply geometry. A light over here will leave that corner in darkness where the car is. A light over here can't light up around this corner where you want to be able to get around when the neighbour always parks. And it's not here now, but usually there's a huge car here blocking the driveway. So you need a light there and a light there. And between the two, that should get us what we need. this is not looking too good at the moment, but it's getting there. My very nice motion sensor is going to come down because we can't sell the house with that thing in there. That hole's got to be sealed up. These little clip-on solar lights, they work about as well as you would expect a cheap solar light to. I mean, it's better than nothing, but one good winter will utterly kill the batteries with cold. This one here actually works a lot better. Yeah, note that one there. If you need something solar powered to light up a garden pathway or something, that's actually pretty decent for the job. Yeah, it's not going to be as good as a mains powered light, but you can walk comfortably by it and it stays on for a good hour after dark at least. This is a 12 volt compact motion sensor. That is what is going to be controlling these lights along with the ones around here. That's the plan anyway. I need to decide what to do with this cable. Currently it goes out to there. These motion sensors won't be doing anything because the one you just saw will be operating them. However, I'm not really confident in this seal. Yeah, don't like that. And also this wire being white on a black fence, it just looks ugly. For some reason the cable is run all the way over to here. I think there used to be a light there and someone just reused the hole, saving time again, rather than drilling it further towards the wall as it should be. None of this is pretty. However, I do now have at least one working driveway light. Where were those shears? Yeah. Right. Shears next, I think. Actually, next is clear up this mess so I've got space to work with, and hopefully snippy snippy.